Guess what, y'all? It's PK Day. Well, it's the day before PK Day, but it's Prehistoric Kingdom Alpha Stream Watch Day. What's up, everybody? How we doing? I'm pumped for today. Really excited. I think the stream is just getting started just about now, but hopefully we're all having a good one. Welcome into the Alpha Stream Watch Party here. This is for those of you that don't want to deal with the Twitch, basically. SDN gave me this idea last night. You say, man, I kind of want to watch the Alpha Stream for Creativo and stuff like that, or for Prehistoric Kingdom. He's like, what I don't want to do, okay, we have 8 minutes, but he's like, what I don't want to do is hang out on the old Twitch there, which I get that. Twitch is a little bit much for some people sometimes. So yeah, gave me that idea. I was like, heck, let's just go ahead and do this. Let's just go ahead and do a nice little live stream here. We'll hang out. It'll be, you know, we won't have as many people over there as, yeah, that we will here. So it'll be nice and chill. We'll hang out there and see what Prehistoric Kingdom has to offer for us. So there we go. Look, all right, I got everything set there. I can see chat now. Hi, chat. Hello, chat. I didn't see you there for the first little bit. Hope we're all having a good one. There's a bunch of you in there today. I'm so pumped that we are all excited for some prehistoric animals there. Thank you, mods, for holding down the fort there. Thank you, members, for being awesome and being members. Appreciate you as always. So what are we hoping for today? Who's excited for what? Are we most excited to see some dinos? We most excited to see just, or not just dinos, like, are we excited to see the animals? Are we excited to see some of the building process? Are we excited to see the management? Are we excited to see if the people look like they have life in them yet? No, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of like big questions for today that I am really looking forward to getting answered there. One of the big ones is Ladybug. Wait, let me say that again in a question form. Ladybug? Ladybug? Can we get like a Ladybug Gate conspiracy theory going through the Prehistoric Kingdom fandom there, the socials? Can we blow up can we blow up the Prehistoric Kingdom socials with hashtag Ladybug? That's it, just right there, Ladybug. We're hoping. So some people are excited for, let's see, the management. Yeah, I hope the management is pretty good there. I have not looked too much into the management aspect of Prehistoric Kingdom, but it does sound like they're taking a little bit of like a Planet Zoo approach, but you know, it's a little bit different because we're dealing with dinos and prehistoric animals, right? So a lot of that like cloning stuff or like gene manipulation maybe. You know what really interests me is the variations of fur and I don't even like fur and feather and scale and, you know, just all the different variations that you can possibly get with your prehistoric animals there. So that is pretty awesome. Hey, on the screen here, I didn't read this off. You might be able to get this to work there. Also, if you'd like to watch the live stream as well as this live stream of watching the live stream, there is a link down below to Creativo's Twitch there, so you can get that going. So on the screen there here, it says, unlock the science to revive extinct species. Now it's time to bring them to life and show them to the world. Design, build, and manage a state-of-the-art prehistoric sanctuary. What could possibly go wrong? Live streaming starting soon. Okay, so that's just a little update there. But yeah, I don't have that scan thing, I don't think. But that gets you over to their Discord. There you go. I should have read that first. It just joins you to their Discord. If you're not on their Discord, though, it is a really good Discord. I check that. That's one of my daily checks for Discords. I don't do that with many games, but Prehistoric Kingdom leading up to it has been really fun to check. The community is pretty chill over there for the most part. Some days it gets a little out of control. But the developers are very active over on their Discord, and they share a lot of really cool screenshots. I know myself, SDN, Simply Savannah, a few of us others have gotten some gems of screenshots to share with everyone on Twitter. And people just go, where'd you get that picture from? It's like the Discord. Look out for Mao, M-A-U. Mao, they are like the lead person there who is just always sharing amazing screenshots, whether it's from pre-backers or anything like that. So There you go. We may think we may have zoo cameras as well. That's right. Last night, this stream, we think, kind of had a preview time at Creativo. There was like 3 minutes where this stream went live, and it was a zoo camera mode that they might be showing off today, similar to the cameras that we have in Planet Zoo. Something like that, where you can set up security cameras in different areas of your zoo and it'll kind of auto rotate around to the cameras. And yeah, the one that we saw yesterday had some, I believe it was just like some Triceratops. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was called like some different variation of Triceratops. And the Edmontonsaurus there. It was just for a quick few seconds there, a few minutes. And then it actually went away. Actually, you know what? I think I may have saved that photo there. That's not what I wanted. This is what I want there. This is what I want. Not looking for it later. But anyways, yeah, we're probably going to see what they were doing there. Really cool. Yeah, the Discord is awesome. It is really awesome. It is pretty cool there. So, all right, about 3.5 minutes to go until we get to see some prehistoric animal action. Saw them quick last night. Yes. Yep. So speaking of in between there, we have announced today from Planet Zoo. I know a lot of you are Planet Zoo fans as well. Who is excited for the animal pack there, the Southeast Asia animal pack? And that's a different one, right? That was kind of hard to sit on for a little bit, to be honest with you. Some of us had access to that information a little bit earlier, and we were sitting on that. And I was like, ooh, I wonder what the community is gonna feel there about the animal only pack coming to Planet Zoo there. And it seems like the community reception has been pretty positive so far, but it does seem like while everyone is excited, they're still kind of missing, you know, see people like, I want some foliage, or I want just maybe a little bit of walls, or maybe just like a little bit of, so it seems like the overall arcing thing is like, yeah, animals awesome, but could we get just a few scenery pieces, which I'm kind of in that boat too, but it is also always nice to get some new animals. It does sound like also modders are pretty happy about it as well. They said they have some fun new rigs to kind of work with, and that is always fun to hear what, you know, what new things we'll get. I think Lion Rider, who's also streaming right now, Lion Rider was saying that he'll be able to get us a raccoon soon, and that's gonna be going right into Camp Tantua for sure. But yeah, out of all the animals, I think I'm most excited for the clouded leopard. I think I am, but what's the one that smells like popcorn? Is that the binturong? If that's the one that smells like popcorn, the grandpa looking animal, I might be more excited for the binturong than the clouded leopard. Just because, again, it looks like a grandpa, it smells like popcorn, it just, how could you go wrong with that? You know, it's, yeah, the Bearcat. And speaking of Bearcat, there's Bearcat. Yeah, the Bearcat, exactly. I'm super excited for the Bearcat, I think, low-key. So Planet Zoo, King of the Monsters, right? So today was a fantastic day. Bearcat's officially coming to Planet Zoo, Prehistoric Kingdom release, and I killed my final internship interview. Hey, that's heckin' good news. That is heckin' good news. Hope you hear back from that soon there. So that's when I said looked like the sloth on meth. Yeah, exactly. I think if you search that animal, one of the first pictures that come is it just like conked out on a tree, just like hanging out, like just looking almost dead to the world there. So under a minute there, under 1 minute. The binturong, the clouded leopard, and the babirusa are the ones that I'm most excited for. The babirusa, I learned that the ones in zoos, or if you see them in wild, sometimes they have to shave down their horns because they'll basically grow into their brains and like kill them. Talk about a gnarly way to die. Holy cow, could you imagine just like, oh man, I can't stop my tusks from growing into my brain, so now I'm gonna die. Oh, that's gnarly, bro. That's gnarly. So anyways, all right, we have about 20 seconds here, folks. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the background music there. We're gonna probably have to play around with some sound stuff here, but I'm gonna try and make them probably just about as loud as I am, because that is the main reason here. I'm just gonna make little comments in the background, what I'm excited for and all that fun stuff, but let's go ahead and turn the sound on. There we go. Kaboom! Coming live to you from a Prehistoric Kingdom soon. It's an official dev stream. It'll probably go live like 5 to 10 minutes afterwards, I bet. I bet we get it just a little bit after. There's some music in the background at least. Oh, there we go. It's getting louder. Shh. I hope this isn't copyright. I didn't think about that. I hope none of this music that they're using is copyright. Otherwise, uh-oh. Wait, no, it can't be, right? It can't. We're on Twitch, and Twitch has all that copyright stuff, so they have to use... Oh. Everything has to be copyright free, right? Oh, here we go.
All right. Are we live?
Hello.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey everyone.
There's people.
Thanks for joining us
Hello.
today. Yeah. This is we're meeting again with Blue Meridian team that working on Prehistoric Kingdom and
Okay, y'all let me know how
Karen
the sound
will
is and
ask
everything,
them
okay?
questions that you
I'll try and
guys
shut up for a
asked.
little bit.
And with us
He's kind of
today
low.
we have Maui, creative director. Victor joined us for the first time.
I think
He's
the others are
PR
louder than
manager.
him, so just...
And Nathan, of course, you guys seen him last time. He's a hard surface lead, and Cindy, she's a creature artist and CFO. So thanks, guys, for joining us today and finding time to chat. And hopefully, yeah, we'll be able to answer some, provide
That's
some
Victor.
good answers
Victor's cool.
on the questions that your
Estienne
fans
and I
might
talked
have.
to Victor.
So yeah, welcome.
Yay, welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Should we?
All right. We're done. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
All right, that was
at the
good.
end. Bye.
Great talk. Good talk.
Good
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
For the most
Cool.
part,
So
we'll be taking questions,
Karen.
but we should probably start with the understanding what is alpha. What is alpha, and
This is
how
good. A lot
is
of people don't know
this,
what this is, so this
you
is
know,
good.
relating?
I mean, we can say it's been crazy, right? For sure. You guys have been stressing things out all over the places, and hopefully we're doing. I mean, not hopefully, we are doing our best to keep you guys updated on both sides. On Critiva and Blue Meridian team is doing their best as well. We're the game is being tested, bug fixes. You can see the huge under eye bags on Maui's face. He's working working on the game, patching it up, which is it's going to be available tomorrow.
That's
But
Mao. That's the one I was
again,
talking about in the
thanks
Discord that
everyone
shares all the
for
awesome pictures
your
and stuff.
great interest. So yeah, and if you guys can maybe one of you tell us what people can expect from the game, who's gonna get it tomorrow? So the pre-alpha or alpha backers. Yeah.
We have these.
We have a slide for that. Multiple.
Boom.
All right.
6 animals in the
so
alpha.
I realize
There
that
you
you guys
go.
can't see the slides as quickly as I
Female. I
can.
didn't
So
see
just
the
let me
second.
know when to hit the button.
We
Yes.
can see slides. Yeah.
Can see him now. Yeah. So this is alpha. It's exactly what we said we were gonna do in alpha. So most of you should already know from the last devlog. We're gonna have 6 animals. We're gonna have a lot of customization, a lot of placeable items with the modular system, the pathing system, the fence system, all of that. Basic management through a very, very simple economy and power system, landscaping, and guests. So if you've read the devlog, that's pretty much what's coming. This build is very much focused on customization.
Good.
Yeah.
It's right up our alley.
One caveat with the buildable system, we're very much focused on getting all of our core tools laid out so you guys can actually experiment and play with the building system and unleash your creativity. In the current state, we're very much focused on like the core game objects and the things you really need to make buildings work at all. There's not loads of decorative objects and fancy like tapestries and that sort of thing to put on your walls yet. We really want to do those, but right now it's core systems. No large amounts of decorations yet, but they're coming.
Just basics. Just the basics.
It sort of works as a. It's not fully sandbox, but it works as a sandbox for the most part.
Yeah,
because
I mean,
we've very much focused most of our energy really into the building systems of the game, making your park your own, really.
Jumping in on that, the AI for the animals and the guests will be at a basic state as well because we're focusing on the creation engine aspect of it right now.
So creativity,
So we do
that's the big focus.
expect to
out the
later,
gate.
obviously, improve the AI. Right now, they're in a basic state.
Yeah, you can still build quite a lot of neat things like really cool shelters and like viewing facilities for guests, and you can make some nice stuff with what we have. But as Vic said, it is pretty bare bones like what we have. We'll give more artsy things later on for you to mess with.
yeah, we wanted to stress it out as well, and so we're intentionally not really promoting game at this state, so we're like, you guys can see that like we're not even like contacting press or doing any press releases or anything. So this is really an opportunity for eager fans to join and help developers shape up the game towards the full, not the full release, but early access release on Steam. So yeah, it's very important for us that you guys understand it's not going to be full experience of what you can expect from like early access on Steam, but like developers are still packing some tools for you guys to have a great time. And so yeah, you make sure that you test that, you share your feedback, and so that will help to shape the game.
Yeah, it's,
Okay,
it's a very
so
good taster of things to come, and we do have some neat features in there that we're sure you would like for example, modular pathfinding for guests that you can see on the slide. You will see about that. It's quite cool. We were very excited when we got that working.
We had one question come up in chat, which is people asking whether we'll be showing gameplay on this stream. As far as I'm aware, we're not playing any. We'll not be showing any gameplay during this
No
stream.
spoilers.
So
Even
you'll have to
though
wait for tomorrow.
Ooh, that's a bummer.
Only one more day.
correct. You don't have much to wait.
Well,
But yeah, the point
tomorrow.
is, it's an alpha, and so there's a missing feature, of course. I believe most of you are already expecting that. But we are really proud of what we've put so far into the build, and we're going to keep supporting it for a bit, which we're going to talk about later. But we can't wait for all of you to play it and get your hands on it and report all the bugs.
Yeah, the bugs are going to be the most important part.
And how do you
Correct.
want
Boy.
people to report bugs?
Oh, we actually have a button in the pause menu that links you to our Git issues page, where you can make an account and actually report a bug, issue a ticket.
Nice.
And so you just describe the issue you've run into in as much detail as you can. If you have relevant screenshots or video footage or something, you can just directly upload those to Git. And then we will take a look at it. We filter them out. We combine any duplicate issues that we have, and then they go into our log and we deal with them as they come up. So everything that goes into the GitHub will get looked at.
We should probably talk about the release, like the release time window.
Yeah, a lot of people asking about that.
Okay, here we go. This is important though. When is it going to actually drop? So you
Who
can
wants to
expect
take a responsibility
to play it or watch people play it.
and answer that.
Okay, so the alpha is coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait, what?
Hey,
Tomorrow?
wow. Who
Tomorrow,
No
whose
way.
time? All right.
Womp
No,
Ah.
okay, so we're planning to
Changing
release
plans on the fly.
last minute change.
What?
No, so we're planning to release the build at 1 p.m. PST.
Tomorrow, which is
In our afternoon?
California time. Yeah.
Was
Yes.
it was it 1 p.m.
because
PST?
So it will be early afternoon for the Americas, evening for Europe, and it's gonna be already the 20th, early 20th for Asia and Australia.
Very
Like-
cool.
Awesome.
We've said in the Discord prior.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So I guess it's
What do you
good
say,
summary.
11?
So you guys,
Right, 11 a.m.
please,
PST.
Please understand that
11 a.m. PST.
You're gonna play with the limited content. So we just
So
worry a
that's
little bit.
2.
Like from our side, I know like developers are a little bit more confident because they work with you guys like directly.
Is it for
but,
certain
like, we
people or
work
everyone?
with
It's
a
for
lot of
certain people who are
different,
backers.
Players, and we know sometimes people don't read and don't listen.
They
and
did say
just
1
go
p.m.
by
Okay, yeah,
feel.
we
You know,
got
so
a
I think
different
that's why,
time.
like we're trying to be
Okay, yeah, I
very
thought
loud
okay.
and clear of
Yeah, he
what
told
you
us a
guys
different
are
time
getting,
then. So 1
we're
p.m.
not
PST.
really
Oh, so that's like 3 my time.
overhyping things. You know, it's like we're opposite. Is like, hey, calm down. This is what you're gonna
Yeah,
get.
thanks everyone.
This
Yep.
is what you will try. So make sure that you guys understand, so that there's no regrets, nothing. So we're not really selling cat in the bag. So we're very, very open with that. So you make sure that you spend your time before you spend your money. That's a good thing to do with everything.
Correct.
So yeah, and yeah, if you guys have any questions about overall what's gonna be in the build right now, it's gonna be a good time to ask. Or
Yes.
and
We
I do
just
wanna
got a
address one thing.
question from It's Mango, which I quickly want to address. Will there be preloading for the game? If you redeem your alpha key for the game on Steam right now, you have a sort of pre-build thing. That is not a preload. You will have to download the entire alpha build the moment that the game actually releases tomorrow.
Okay.
So there is no preloading.
Mhm.
It's also too small to preload. I don't think Steam allows preloading over a certain
Correct.
or under a certain threshold. Also, I wanted to address one thing, which is I saw somebody say that the alpha is pretty expensive, which it absolutely is, and there's a good reason for that. It used to be a Kickstarter tier, and the Kickstarter pricing was tailored after Kickstarter, but now it's too like after the fact, it was too late to change the pricing that would otherwise undercut the Kickstarter backers. So we had to keep the same level tiers for people after Kickstarter as well. So that's the
There
reason.
is also the
Don't-
fact that the alpha tiers and the beta tiers are not the full game that you're playing. As
Yes.
we were stressing repeatedly in this stream, we want people to get the alpha tier because they're really excited and they want to support us in the development of the game, not because they want to play the game sooner necessarily, because you're not playing the game sooner, you're playing a more limited version of the game earlier,
Yep.
but you're not getting the full game immediately.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we don't want people to buy into the alpha expecting the entire game. We want people to do that because they want to support us and they get the alpha as a reward for that.
Mhm.
As
They're
a
just
fact.
quelling
Usually-
everyone's
higher
expectations a
numbers
lot for this
usually will
stream.
be better for a person to it will stimulate them to investigate a little bit more. So it's not your $20, not 25. So it's intentionally a little bit higher so that you guys study what you get. It's like, so it's not
Yes.
just like blindly throw money at something and then it's like, oh man, this is not what I expect. It's like, well, I mean, yeah, right now it's a good opportunity for you to join if you're again eager fans, if you can't wait and you want to start helping and start shaping up this game together with developer. But again, you don't have to. Again, we're not promoting that. We're not asking anyone to like, hey, go ahead and please buy. It's like, no, it's like, if you guys want, join. If not, then it's totally fine. There will be opportunities for you to join later with much lesser price tag on the game.
Yeah.
So-
So if you think it's too expensive, it's because it is. If you're on the fence, it's best to wait, and you're gonna get a better game for a smaller price.
Maybe at some
Not
point
to buy
we'll
alpha.
start paying
It's not that they don't want you to buy it; they just want people to
Alex,
know what
the-
they're getting into
The
with
chat's
the
saying you're a
alpha.
little quiet, Alex.
Oh, it's probably maybe Karen like
I
bumped me
was
up.
thinking that Karen was probably already dealing with that.
She
Okay.
just like
Yeah.
slowly
Oh, God.
muting me as I talk.
What?
Ladybug Gate continues. Yep, another ladybug.
We
Should we move on?
have had a couple of people ask how we got Nigel Marvin on board. Have we talked about that before?
Oh,
Do we wanna
Nigel!
say
Yeah, I know a
anything
lot of
about
people are
that?
pumped about
think we
Nigel.
You deserve extra
We've-
credit.
You've done a little bit. I think what you've said before is totally good.
We can reiterate. It's really simple. We asked him, and he said yes. That's
you
all it is.
never know until you ask, right?
Very complicated.
No, he's really sweet.
You want a lot of disappointed
Yeah,
people
cool guy.
understand, right? And I think there was a lot of
He is a treasure.
perhaps unrealistic expectations for the alpha.
Yeah, we can move to the next
So
slide.
yeah, this is good. Yep. Hey, new slide.
I can see questions in chat, and I
know.
think some of them are going to be answered.
All right.
Yes.
So animals, art, miscellaneous.
So this
roadmap.
next slide is about how we're supporting alpha.
Yeah. Who wants to talk about that? I don't think I'm the best person to do that.
You
Well,
can.
these are the things that we want to add to alpha. So we want to improve the animal AI and behavior, because currently we didn't have enough time to fully flesh out all of their behaviors like eating and drinking, but that will be coming. So don't worry about that. We'll also be improving their sounds and general pathfinding and ironing that stuff out. There'll be more art, so more pieces for you to mess with, like modular stairs, which should help make your custom buildings look better.
Cool.
There'll be a new building and viewing platform, which will snap onto fences. That guests will navigate around and look at your dinosaurs from, and just general adjustments to what we currently have. And then we'll be adding building state icons. Mao, if you want to talk about the MISC section.
Yeah, basically building state icons means just being able to tell when a building doesn't have power, when it can be connected to a path, stuff like that. So quality of life features that will help the experience a little bit. And it can mean, like miscellaneous talks about, miscellaneous audio implementation and general bug fixes and stability. So we're basically looking at improving your experience through small content patches, but mostly bug fixes and stability fixes throughout the next 2 or so weeks, really, is how long we're planning to support it.
I guess related question, people asking for how long will the alpha be available for?
Yeah.
The alpha will be available forever. We're not taking the alpha down after 2
okay.
weeks or something. It's going to be there until your key switches to the beta tier when that comes out. From that point on, you will have the beta, which you will be able to play until the moment we release on early access, at which point your key will become a full early access key. And then you'll be able to play early access with all its updates until we're fully released. And it will become a full game.
It'd be kind of cool to go
Yeah,
back
you're
and
pretty
take a
much
look.
getting access to the game, and nothing gonna disrupt that. You guys will continuously enjoy the game with any updates any future updates, unless it's some kind of paid DLC from very far.
It might be cool to go
away
back and
from
look at
here,
the
but
alpha
everything else
state
is included.
compared to the full release.
And I think it's very important to tell people that we're stopping accepting pre-alpha. I keep calling it pre-alpha, alpha orders from Creativo Store, right? I don't think we said that. And so if you guys wanted to join, it sounds a little bit promotional, but it's really not. Like, it's opposite. It's like, if you want to join,
Yeah.
you have a little bit time to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have your
It
last
again comes down
opportunity
to
only.
that same
Yeah.
consideration that we mentioned about the alpha being more expensive is the same thing as what we have here. We want people to support us for the alpha and the beta tiers because they want to support us, not necessarily because they want to get the game as early as humanly possible. We expect a lot more eyes on the game. We don't necessarily want thousands and thousands of people playing the alpha builds because it's not going to be the final experience. So this is the last chance you have to get access to the alpha or beta stage or pre-order the game. If you don't buy it now, you will have to wait until the early access release.
There you go.
I've seen a few people in chat asking if like the alpha is gonna be updated even more, but what you see on screen is basically our roadmap for alpha. Eventually, it will stop receiving support, so we can move on to beta and so on.
Right. So just remember, this is
we have on screen
alpha
is what we want to
updates
add.
that they'll be adding in.
Yeah, like
after
Nathan
it
is saying, at
releases.
some point we gotta cut off how much we work on alpha because there's more to work with. There's gonna be beta and such. So
Yeah, the planned Steam release is pretty much going to be the biggest release for the game. And yeah, the great thing is about, like, there's a lot of people are interested in the game. We have over 100,000
Yeah, we'll be streaming it tomorrow.
over
when it
100,000
releases
people on the
here
wish
tomorrow.
list. I was like 100,000 million.
We'll jump right in, right when it's ready to go, right as they get it downloaded. We'll jump right in.
Which is a lot, and we're expecting that is going to go up, and that's why it's like we also don't want to interfere that much with Steam release, and that's why it's like the some of the pre-orders are going to be closed, and you guys will need to wait until the Steam release. So definitely, if you guys didn't add the game to your wish list on Steam yet, make sure that you go on Steam page, click the wish list and follow, because it gives us some metrica that we can utilize in the future to get some promotions from Steam as well, because they love those numbers to climb, and you guys are doing a great job. Thank you very much.
No, I don't think they did yet for the beta or full release.
We have one question, which is
there might be a roadmap
whether we're
out
able to talk
that
about
answers
the
that.
release date for the early access.
Oh, here you go.
We can't really say anything more about that than we've said about it in the past, which is Q2 2021. The exact date we can't pinpoint.
So just Q2 of this year.
If the beta
so not
is
that long.
flawless process and everyone just goes, yeah, everything works and we're happy with
all things considered
the game, there's no pressing issues, then you can expect the early access release to follow quite quickly after the beta, because the beta really is a beta test period. If we run into loads of issues and problems during the beta period, you can expect a larger gap between the beta stage and the early access release, because we will just need that time to fix the issues we run into in the beta. We can't say anything more concrete than that at this point.
Yeah, I think it's important to gather feedback and see overall. That's why, I mean, it's very similar to what we've been doing with Universal releases as well. Is like we released the initial game and we've been collecting the feedback and patching it towards the full release on Steam. I call it full release even though it's early access, but like we're just treating it as like a little bit more complete event, you know. And yeah, it's important to gather feedback from whoever is going to start playing tomorrow, and make sure that everything is properly addressed. All the bugs are ironed out, because, like, again, you guys all know Steam communities. they can bombard you with negative feedback without like reading stuff. And so especially
They don't
for
want to cyberpunk it.
brand new dev team like Blue Meridian, it's probably going to be extremely important to release the project.
Alpha release
with
costs.
good
It's around
positive
like 80
reviews.
or
So that's
85
why
US dollars. Yeah.
we will do our best to make sure that everybody understands what we're doing, what they're getting, and we believe in 100% transparency. So yeah, if there's anything that you guys think that not addressed, so please let us know, and we'll do our best to answer the questions and showcase stuff. Yeah.
Someone asked, is he a Q2 or Q3? As Vic said, that really depends on the beta. It's safe to assume Q3, but it really depends how quickly, like how well the beta goes, how quickly early access will follow, and how.
Yeah,
I kind of like that they're not putting an exact date on it. They don't want to rush
exactly
it
for
if something's
the
busted.
Yeah.
you probably use it.
There you go. For beta, here's what's coming in.
Yeah, so that goes into slightly more detail.
Yep.
This is what we're planning to do after alpha, like again, beta to early access, and there you can see a rundown of the most the more basic plans that we have for each release, respectively.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the point is to keep
So
adding
visitors will be
more animals,
enhanced in beta.
more customization items, of course, but also
Excavations.
more management.
That's cool.
Flesh out all the gameplay loops and close the gameplay loops, so to speak, so that the experience becomes more polished.
And that there's actual progression and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because right now the game, a lot of the systems are there in a very basic form, but the feedback loops don't add up. Things don't link into each other nicely. So that makes for a nice sandbox, but it doesn't make for a really enjoyable gaming experience because you want to actually progress and build a cool park through, actually achieving something. So that's something that will really start shining through more in the beta and final release than it does now.
That also once again ties into why
I love how
alpha is so
transparent they're being right
expensive.
now.
It's not exactly for everyone, it's just
This is like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, because what the game is right now is it allows you a lot of.
They're just straight up just talking. It's not like
you can do a lot.
like
you
a
can
script, whatever.
build a very
This is
nice
nice.
part, but like Vic said, there's no progression loop. There's no feedback loop. So it's just that, which we know a lot of you are gonna enjoy, but there's still more work to be done for it to become a fully fledged game.
Yeah, it just will feel like, again, it's alpha, so it's not that's what I'm kind of saying, is like it's not kind of like your end consumer ready, whereas like people just used to like hand holding experience with tutorials, quests, and like campaign story and things like that. So that part is not going to be there, where you guys are just like hand holding. It's like, hey, now you need to build this electricity building, now you need to do that. No, the developer's just going to give you guys a bunch of tools, and you guys play with that and provide your feedback. And,
Yes, give
and
me the
see
tools to
what you
play
can-
with.
can be improved.
Said we know you're gonna go crazy with it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see is like what you guys are gonna come up with.
Oh, they should be.
Very excited.
I'm so excited
It's
to
very
get the
nice.
tools.
In your devlog, it's always great to see in your devlogs the community stuff that people create, and yeah, they're just like with limited content back then, people been making some pretty snazzy stuff. So yeah, we're excited.
Just
to
being
see.
able to get the game out there and have people play it is a huge milestone for us, because the last time
Yeah.
we had that was 2017, I think. The demo.
Good,
2017.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And that was a less
Good.
than stunning experience.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to address that
game
modding,
evolved,
because I'm pretty sure that they're going to have modding at release, or it's been talked about.
even at Criteria.
I'd like them to kind of talk about that and nail that down.
How great you are with all the development, the asset development, how animals look so really cool, animations are really great. So yeah, definitely great job, and it shows. Like it seems like a lot of fans appreciate that as well. And yeah, big deal.
2 questions that came up that I would like to address. The first is whether there will be DLCs. We're looking into DLCs and expansion packs far down the line.
So they haven't even
Obviously,
planned them
we're
yet. So they're
very
going to
much
plan
focused on
DLCs around
just
what the
getting
community
game
might has
actually
feedback
done
for.
and playable and into the hands of everybody that already supported us to get the game made. So we have ideas, we have wishes, things we want to do with the game. But for now, we are really trying to just get the game playable and get you
Oh, I
guys.
love that they're
Battle
not
Royale
planning out
DLCs.
6 months
Yeah.
of
Literally
DLC
talk about
before the game
DLCs
even comes
concretely.
out.
Right.
Yeah, I
First
think
we gotta do the game.
Yeah,
DLCs
game first.
usually come after full game, full release. Well, in
Yeah.
some cases, people abuse that and start selling DLCs even in the early access. But like, yeah, I think later down the line. So it's really usually depends on community. If people really love the game and support
Right,
it,
as
like
Stan, yep.
developers are continuously gonna produce content for you guys to enjoy.
We have a lot of people asking whether we have plans for a campaign or story mode of voice actors or anything of the sort. What can we say about that at this time?
Nigel Marvin.
That's it. That's it.
Move on.
Move on.
Just Nigel. The end.
Nigel Marvin will assist you in the game. There's not much more we can say about that. We would like to, we like the idea of a campaign of some sorts with a story, but it's not in our plans at all at the moment. The most
Somebody
we
was
have right now
asking
is
if we can
Nigel
breed
Marvin.
him. Yeah.
Again,
Breed
come
Nigel
back
Marvin.
to wanting the
Couple
game to just be a polished
Just a
experience.
herd of Nigel Marvins.
Yeah.
We want to get the game actually playable in its sort of sandbox state and the challenge mode sort of thing that we're all used to and know
You're
from
taking
other
steps,
Tycoon
right?
games. Once that exists, it'll be relatively easy for us to build story modes or campaigns on top if we see that there's demand for that and we can come up with a good way to make
I
it
love
happen.
hearing that. Like,
But it's not
give it
on
to
the
us if we
cards
want
right
it.
this
I
second.
guess, yeah.
All right. No,
There
no
was something
pre-chat?
else I had seen, but I now lost that question, so I don't remember.
I saw 2 questions relating to gameplay in the alpha. One of them was how in depth the economy will be. It's going to be no more than, it's very bare bones right now because it's early. The guests will enter your park. You will gain a sum from that. They will enter buildings. You will earn money from that, and then you'll be placing your fences and your objects, and that will be using money. That's essentially it at the moment. It will become more in depth later. That's just all we have right now. And the other question was if you can have multiple saves in the alpha, and yes, you can. You can have multiple saves.
Yep.
Right now, money just goes up.
Yeah.
You don't really.
That sounds
It sounds like
awesome.
another game I play.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just walk
Put one
away,
thing in,
make
money
yourself
goes
a
up.
sandwich, come back, and you've made like $5 million. It's great.
Again, that sounds like a few other games I've played that are full release games.
Yeah.
You put one thing and then you make $1 million.
Somebody's asking if there are going to be
What's
any
the
mod
challenge?
support. I know that you guys reviewed that at least at some point.
Yeah, so we've talked about this before, and we've talked about it a bunch on Twitter. Our current stance on mod support is that we love what modding communities do for games, and we see a tremendous amount of value in having proper mod support for a game like this in increasing community engagement and longevity of the game.
Best answer.
But again, we're really focusing on actually getting the core game playable at this stage.
But it's in the plans.
we are
That's all
not
I needed to
taking
know.
steps
That's
other
perfect.
people in the space are doing that will actively prevent you from cracking the game open and inserting mods. We will try and work with the modding community where possible to pick the low-hanging fruit and make it easier for you guys to crack the game open and insert your own stuff.
I bet Lion Rider's freaking out.
We've already seen this on the demo we had many years ago with the Kickstarter. There was 0 accountants for modding support from our side back then, and within weeks people had the game cracked open and all sorts of interesting mods in there. So we're hoping that that will happen again. We're not producing modding tools, we're not giving you a nice SDK to work with, but we're really excited about helping modders achieve the most they can wherever we can. Again,
Imagine
we're
that.
not going to spend
Working
loads
with your
of dev time on
community
it,
will yield
at
good
least
results.
at this stage in development, because we just want to get the core game actually functional. But we're really supportive of the modding community, and we will help wherever we can.
Because it's like modders just want to make the game better. Why restrict them? They're not trying to kill your game. They're trying to make it better. Work with them.
I have a good question.
They're almost an extension of the dev
Which
team, or a little bit. Well, probably not that much, but you know.
How large is the playable area in the alpha build? Will it be larger by beta or early access or unchanged?
You can't even imagine, guys.
It's huge.
It's
It's
huge.
already
The map is
giant.
huge, they said.
I don't imagine it will get any bigger. Let's just say I built a massive entrance last night in like 4 hours. I didn't even know where the time went. But I zoomed out. It was minuscule. So
We've had people. We've had
T-Rexes
some
look
of
like
the early
ants.
testers go like, "Oh, I'm building this sauropod exhibit," and they build this massive thing, and then they zoom out, and they're like, my massive
Sad
exhibit.
violins.
I guess the map would have to be, right? Because
Basically.
the habitat's going to have to be
space I have.
huge for these
so
animals.
we don't think we will run into major issues for most of the community where you're like, oh, damn it, I wish I had more space to build more exhibits.
Yeah.
He
We
said,
think
"Damn it."
it'll be okay.
Exact amount right now, the exact numbers, but yeah, it's more space than you can fill.
Well, if it's
Prehistoric
that
Kingdom
big,
is a
we
small
can.
country.
Yeah, if it's that big, we can cut it and sell it as DLC. There you go.
Yeah, you asked about DLC earlier.
We
There
can
you go.
cut it and make it a
Right?
DLC.
Hey, pay $2.99
Why do I feel
to
like that was
unlock
a
this
jab?
extra piece of island on the side.
Yeah.
But yeah. So good question from Jared on how much terrain sculpting will be available between alpha and beta versions. Was kind of related. I
Terrain
mean,
sculpting is all there
I think
already.
that's
Our
gonna be
sculpting
you're gonna
suite
get all of
is
it.
the sculpting suite is really, really nice. We've got a lot of really cool tools on it. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with it. It's also very, very satisfying. Coming from someone who has played Planet Zoo
Hello?
and found some frustration in some of those tools.
Hello?
Obviously, Planet Zoo is a great game, but
Look at her!
the tools that we have are really, really nice. That's all I'll say on that.
Obviously
What
there's
the hell?
like
That
some
was
polish
awesome.
that'll be done to them as time goes by, but for the most part they are relatively complete for now. But there's you can expect a basic like raising, lowering. We've all mentioned all this before, like roughening and erosion in the devlogs. We mentioned this, but you know they're basically feature complete. There's no like overhangs and stuff with the terrain, but you can more than make up for that with modular pieces, so it's fine.
And yeah, they're asking about the bridges. You guys, I think that will be supported.
Freaking
as well, right?
rockstar, right?
Yeah, I've actually shared
Hey,
screenshots
Becca.
with a bridge that Dino Bob, one of our testers, made, and guests were actually able to traverse it. We have guests being able to traverse modular items, so we don't have elevated paths right now, even though we will support it in the future.
The
But we can
guests
get
can
around
also
that by making
do
a
that?
bridge through modular items, and the guests are going to be able to navigate it just fine.
What? That's cool.
One question I've
Wait, so
seen
they can
a
go off the
couple of
path on
times
the
now
modular items? Is that what they just said?
is people asking where we're based. We are
Yeah,
everywhere.
right, Red Mist. They just said that.
We're not real, it's all AI.
We are-
digital people.
We are everywhere the
Australia,
light
Europe,
touches.
US, not Mars currently. We're looking at the possibility. But yeah, we're an entirely remote team scattered over the entire world. We just kind of came together by accident because we all wanted to make the same game. And that is how it has stayed. So we're everywhere.
We're
Well,
even
what
in
I
your
think that means
minds.
is if you built a modular staircase out of like planks of wood,
Coronavirus
that the
safe
guests would be able to walk on
environment
it,
Where you guys all remotely
or recognize
from
it,
the beginning.
or if you like slope it.
can
I don't know. I wish they would
prepare
talk
for
about that a little bit
from
more.
the beginning.
Guests being able to walk on modular items,
Coronavirus
because
doesn't
that
help
also means that they don't stay on the path, right?
Yeah, all right.
I want to know more
You
about
don't
that.
have to leave your home anymore.
Hey, Primal.
Yes.
Right. We prefer that. Okay.
All right.
So any other good questions? Yeah, Karen?
Yes. So, what Dinosaur Universe asked, what features are you
Only when
guys
on
most
paths,
excited
yeah?
about for the game?
Hmm.
I'm really
My
excited for
creativity is overdrive right now.
I love the creator side of things,
Hello.
but I don't enjoy it if I'm not doing it. So I'm really looking forward to the point when we actually have like unlocking dinosaurs, unlocking new features in the game so that you can actually feel that you're progressing.
I love that too.
Because that's what makes the game really satisfying to play.
Yes.
So that's what I'm most excited for at this.
100%
Which is not
yes.
going to be an alpha right now, so that
Right,
everybody understands. Yeah.
I'm with Vic here actually. I'm really excited to work on
SDA,
the
what? Yeah.
animal excavation system, which is going to be in beta, like you can see on the screen. Because on paper, at least, it sounds really cool.
Until
we're
the
really
modders
excited 'cause
mod
it's a
in the
new
right
system that
animals,
hasn't really
Linda.
been done before a lot, I think. And yeah, I just want to develop it.
Don't
So
sleep
get down
on
to it.
full mod access, everyone.
I agree with them, except I'm also really excited for something that also isn't in pre-alpha. Sorry, in alpha right now, and that's being able to share your prefabs, because I love the modular building and everything to do with it, and I'm really excited to see people sharing that stuff together.
Share it like through
How would
screenshots, or
that
can we
work?
share
It's, like,
blueprints?
that's interesting. Like the people just like saving it and sending it to their friends.
Yeah.
So yeah, essentially you'll be able to
Collab
build like, a
zoos.
structure and then upload it to your friends. And
So
they'll
it's
be able
like
to put it in their
semi
park.
modding already.
Okay,
right?
so that
It's
was
like
just confirmed
almost-
right there too. We can upload
like,
our
sure.
parks,
Yeah,
Right now, you
almost
can
zoos.
already
entry level. Yeah.
right now you can already share saves, but what we mean is
Share
is more in
saves,
depth.
yep.
You can just like make a modular structure and then just save that and share just that
Blueprint
with your
items?
friends, and then your friends are going to be able to place that modular structure in their parks just like any other building.
Yeah.
Mhm. And there's no economy, I believe, right? In the game, it's like everything is free right now, or is it gonna have any cost?
There's a very basic economy system right now.
Yes,
Right.
like
Not-
we
not sure, Becca,
vaguely
not
mentioned
sure.
earlier, there is an economy system, but the counter basically only goes up. So visitors enter your park, and you start rolling in the money, and then you place a building, and it barely makes.
So they have like a
So-
huge tool with throwing
So
money.
the system is there, but there's no balance or real beef to it.
Sounds
Yeah.
perfect.
It's more symbolic, like, hey, we're doing this. We're not forgetting about this side of the game. We're just gonna work on it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we just need to stress that it's an alpha. It's not the complete game. Like
Yes.
I guess that's for full game is like what could we face as in game challenge, like dino breakouts or power failures. I know that you guys plan to have some of the events like that, right?
Ooh, yeah, gotta have breakouts, right?
Done.
We're
Move
planning
on.
to have
Yes, we will. Okay, cool.
no, we are planning to have events that can actually make your money go down as opposed to up. It's a matter of
yeah.
balancing all of that.
Yes,
Yeah,
random
we don't have
events.
very much concrete to say about it because it's just a matter of playing and seeing what actually ends up being nice to play with and
Hey,
what's
flower-shaped
just
leaf.
annoying, painful to
Yeah.
deal with.
And that's
Yeah, disasters can be a little bit annoying. It's like we know it by our own game universe. And it's
Yeah.
like it's exciting it's easy and exciting to add this stuff, but like when players are always get slapped in their face because it's not their own faults or something, so that's where the frustration comes, and they'll be like, "Oh man, let me just play." You know, it's like stop with your tornadoes.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
the
we love Dark
balance.
Souls, so.
I mean, I'd be okay. I'd be okay with that. I love Dark Souls. Let's make pre-K into Dark Souls.
Yes.
I was waiting for the Battle
Could you
Royale
imagine?
DLC.
Here we go.
Dark Souls Battle Royale, and you play as a dinosaur.
You
Think
equip
Done.
your
God,
gun.
we'd make
for
so
I
it.
call
much money.
Velociraptor.
Yeah.
Right. So how do I quit?
We have one really interesting question that I want to answer, or at least talk about a little bit. I'm not sure if we can really answer properly. How are the hitboxes for the animals? Will structures need to be much larger than the animal for them to be able to navigate
That's a good question.
terrain? We've
For
talked
Battle
about this a lot, and I'm not 100% sure what the consensus has ended up being, but I think for the most part, the consensus has ended up being we would rather permit a little bit of jank, like a sauropod neck clipping through a building a little bit so that it can walk through an archway and be in a sanely sized building that you've created for it to sleep in,
I like that.
than have you need to accommodate for a sauropod plus 50% of its height in order to have the sauropod consider that an enterable building. So the colliders are not necessarily going to be perfect. There is probably going to be some jank in that system. Because we would rather have a bit of jank in that system than have you build an entire thing and it looks like everything should fit and the dinosaurs just refuse to go in there because they think it's.
We could make that our tagline: Prehistoric Kingdom. We would rather have a bit of jank.
That's what I was just thinking. I love the use of
Okay.
jank right now. It's total like Bro Nation
a
server
question that
going
was
on
asked
with the
earlier
jank
was,
usage.
What inspired you to make the game?
We're okay with jank.
And I know it's not about alpha,
Yeah, us
but
too.
I think
I'm a bit janky myself.
There was nothing like it, man, and we wanted to play it.
Jurassic
Yeah,
Park
that's
Operation
that's what
Genesis.
inspired me to join. Was
We want to play Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, but new.
Yeah.
And there wasn't anything. So then we went, obviously the logical next step is to learn how to make games and make it ourselves.
That's kind of
One, two,
perfect.
second, two.
I love JPOG.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
like JWE, but I love
The reason why I
JPOG.
joined the team was this is a game I really, really, really want to play. And I really needed something to scratch that Zoo Tycoon itch that I had, and obviously JPOG itch, but it had been a long time since I played that. But yeah, I mean, this is a game we all want to play, and we're
Best
all
answer.
excited by it.
Best answer.
Yep.
Matter of fact, we're already playing it.
Haha.
You guys enjoy it. But yeah.
related to the like disasters and I guess not really, but weather effects. Are you going to have weather effects in the game?
Yes.
We will
Not
eventually.
an alpha, but
Uh-oh.
later.
There we go.
Yeah.
Is that like
Rain,
a early
storm.
access or maybe beta?
Maybe early access.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people were asking about the ability to stream and showcase their alpha. What was
That's the one I wanted to address. That's the second one I had that I couldn't find anymore. Yes, you will be allowed to share your thoughts, your content, anything you do with the alpha, basically. If you just want to talk about the game and show your awesome buildings, you can just stream, you can put it on YouTube, you can write your reviews. You're allowed to do pretty much anything you want with the build.
no negative
But-
reviews.
People
Only
walk up to your
positive.
house and go, hey, don't do that, you know.
But but it won't be available for everyone. So if you are a content creator, please keep that in mind that it is no longer available.
Yes, by the time anything goes up, you won't be able to buy the game.
Yeah, you need to stress
you
that
won't
out
be able to
properly,
get
too.
the alpha, the beta. So if you do produce content, please emphasize that people cannot buy the game at this stage. They will have to wait for the early access release.
Okay, Victor, will do.
Have people thinking, "Oh, I can go get this game." Actually, they can't.
This is just a
Don't,
taste.
don't break their hearts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They'll be like, oh yes. And yeah, it's important if you guys are cooperate with us as well and stress out that this is again early build alpha. There are going to be more, so this is just a little taste.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
helping see how it develops from like a kind of inside perspective, and also give feedback along the way, which is super helpful for the team.
It's really doesn't matter what we do and how much we stress that out. There's still going to be people who's going to be expecting like full game. You know, it's like doesn't matter. It's like the people just like getting tears on the hype. So yeah, again, it's like if you guys can help us spread the word about the state of the game, just like again, if your friend is excited about it, not reading, just so make sure you explain. It was like, hey, maybe you should wait, man. There's like going to be this much content, you know. So this is very important.
What's up to Face and Alpha? Yeah, Thorsten.
Somebody
Probably just
asked
wait if you're on
there
the
will be whether
edge a
they'll
little
be
bit.
able
Just
to
wait.
commit
Yep.
tax fraud in the game, considering that there
Tax
is
fraud?
financial management. I have my doubts about the viability of that feature, so I'm gonna go with a no for now, but who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Also
Cool.
to keep pasting the Discord as well. So if you
Sounds
are
like they're
wanting to
pretty
kinda
much starting to
see
wrap
what's
up
going
there a little
on,
bit.
go on and jump on in there.
Yeah. Yeah, great
Um,
place to discuss everything. And if you guys
Combat, they're not showing
sure,
gameplay
still have
today.
some questions left and not sure
This is
what's
about
going to
it.
happen,
Gameplay will be tomorrow with
or how you
content
get the
creators
game
and all that
things
fun
like
stuff.
So community is super friendly. So join the discord.gg/PK game. And
Nice, Harry.
developers and fans are going to help you guys and let you know what to expect from the game. And of course, follow our channel for more stuff. So we hopefully gonna showcase things that gonna be produced later on after alpha, before beta, and before early access. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I
Yep.
want to rapid fire a couple of questions, like some of the
Mhm.
short ones.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
So will there be skin variants? Yes, we've talked about that system extensively in the devlogs. If you want to know more about that, go read them. What happens when people get eaten? Will there be lawsuits that cut into your funds? At some point, yes, something along those lines. Not entirely sure about the details yet, but there'll be definitely
That's pretty cool.
repercussions to having your entire park get eaten by a T-Rex.
Don't do that.
If there is nobody left to complain, I mean, who's gonna file a lawsuit?
Right.
Right. That's it.
Are there going to be gift shops in the future, and that the people in the game carry it around? Yes, there is going to be gift shops. Whether people are going to be able to carry it around, I'm not entirely sure about. Personally,
Depends on how strong they are, really.
Carrying gift shops?
You have to carry all your stuff at once. That's how it works.
No, they
What is your
carrying
overall
gift shop
goal?
as well.
What is your overall goal for Prehistoric Kingdom? I think I can speak for all of us. When it's really just make the most awesome zoo builder that we possibly can with dinosaurs. There isn't really an overarching thought to being an industry-changing game or anything like that. We just want to make a really cool zoo game.
Yeah, right, Troy. Yep.
I think let me address this. Really is because I think I was thinking about this is like that you guys have a potential on making a greatest zoo game mainly because it's going to be in early access and it's going to be continuous development, and community can actually shape it up. Like, so this is like very different from corporate structure where people dedicate certain budget and have a fixed amount of features that this game is going to get. This is the profit that we're going to get.
Oh, I
So
love
this
this
is
right
much
now.
more different.
I love
is
this
like
right
very
now.
personal level, and like it's really depends on fans where you guys going to take it, right? Like, so how much stuff developers are going to add. So I'm really excited to see is like where you guys going to take it like through time. So one of the questions, and I will come back after Victor's or we can address it after Victor is done.
Hey, what's
his
up,
question
Jonty?
is like how often you guys plan to update the game, but like again, I'm happy to get back.
We'll
to
go
that.
back over
But
kind
yeah,
of the
I'm
big
super excited to
things.
see what's going to happen.
It feels like they're wrapping up, so we'll go right over it.
Harlequin's ego
in
said,
a sec.
I hope I can get some people to help with making mod tools. We absolutely hope so too.
Because we're not gonna do it. We got our hands full.
Yeah. Carnotaurus 5 says, will there be more dinosaurs in the beta? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's really all I have to say there. Just yes. In addition to viewing platforms and the like, are there plans for rides like monorail, safari tours, etc.? Yes, I think. But
We would like to do them.
complicated.
Yeah, we would like to do them.
So
That's cool.
yes, we want to, but don't like buy the game because you expect it to be.
Yeah.
Continuing to scroll, I don't think
I've seen this one question mentioned a bunch of times. If there are custom plants and rocks I can plant in zoo or only the foliage brush. Actually, both. But I actually wanted to make this distinction because I've seen some people be sort of confused about it. So we have plants and rocks that you can place with the modular system, and those work as all the other modular items. You can pick, select, scale, move wherever you want.
Oh,
There's also a quick foliage brush that lets you paint brush very quickly, but that is split from the modular system. You can't pick up those trees like you can with the modular trees. You can't interact with those. You can delete them, but they don't work like the modular trees that people would otherwise expect to. So just wanted to clear that up because I've seen that confusion being made a bunch of times.
Okay.
Cool stuff.
Someone asked about waterfalls.
Stan.
Oh.
It was Stan. It was Stan.
Surprise.
we'll just say we like waterfalls.
We like waterfalls.
That was totally
It's
Stan
like
going
modding,
over there and asking
love
about
that.
fucking waterfalls. You asshole.
Are we going to be able to get Vic a dino hat at some point? If you send me a dino hat, I
That
will
was
happily
funny
wear
as
it
hell.
on the next stream. Up.
There you go.
I'm very
Wow.
salty because Twitch just suddenly decided to scroll my chat down to the bottom, so I lost all of the stuff I was looking at. So I just lost a lot of messages.
Most of them are repeating.
Yeah. When
Alright.
giving feedback for the alpha, what features should people focus on? Something like add more dinosaurs obviously wouldn't be helpful at this stage. Correct. The most useful thing you can do for us is report actual game-breaking issues. If something just does not work, like you try to place a building and it just won't place despite the preview saying you can place it there, that's the sort of thing you should definitely report. If you run into really counterintuitive game mechanics, so you click a button and you expect it to do one thing and it does something completely different, that is also the sort of thing we would like to hear about, because having a set of fresh eyes on the project highlights all sorts of UX issues where people just go, this doesn't make any sort of sense, when to us, because we've been looking at it for months and months and months,
We've developed tunnel
we
vision.
don't know about it. Yeah. So there is that.
Well, are natural barriers like stones and rocks a thing?
Yes.
So null
You
barriers.
can
We'll have null.
keep an animal contained just by digging a ditch and putting them in that.
Or
I'm not
putting
entirely sure how that works with the guest interaction, but it's possible.
It's
not
the
very
same. So
nice.
the AI is very basic at the moment. They don't, nor animals or guests really do a lot. But the cool thing about it is that they interact with the modular system and they can be stopped by the modular system. They collide with it. They can be on it. So that
Yep.
gives you a lot of possibilities.
See, I'm
So
Didn't
really
you
interested in
putting
that
breath on the
part.
tail? So that they
The guests
Thanks,
being
get up.
able to walk up or like interact
Whilst we
with
don't
modular
have
items in
elevate
like a
paths
slope
in the
fashion.
alpha, we do have, like as we've said, guests navigating on modular pieces, so you can still make bridges and elevate paths in theory with the modular system.
Elevate paths and bridges.
Yes.
So I think it's going to be sloped items,
There's
and they'll
more.
recognize that.
Do we have a forum? Not anymore. We used to have one. I don't think it exists anymore. I'm pretty sure it went down when we revamped the website last time. Either way, it was pretty much dead. If you want to talk to fellow fans and talk to us about the game, go join our Discord. That's where we are now. That is what killed the forum. Are viewing platforms, Safari tours, etc. required for guests to see animals, or can they simply look through or over the fencing? Gonna let someone else answer that?
They can look through the fences, although it won't be as effective as using some sort of viewing attraction. But yes, they can.
So they're going to be more drawn to going
if
to
guests-
viewing
Alpha.
areas.
Yeah, if guests purchase food, toys, new clothes, etc., will they be seen interacting with these items? As we said, complicated. We'd like to do it, but we're not sure. Then, okay, yeah. Will there be only one map? Can't count on dinosaurs costing a certain amount in upkeep because they eat food. Instead, they will just eat your plants. So it kind of creates a black hole when it comes to the finance systems. So no dinosaurs.
I kind of think
will
that'd be
not
cool
eat
to have
from
to
the
manage that,
environments.
though.
They do drink water from the pond.
It's definitely not something that we're doing right now, but we are open to the idea.
Oh, there you go.
Will Sandbox
Hey,
be a
Wolflass.
feature of the alpha? Are people able to disable the money, power management, that sort of thing, or is that mandatory?
It's mandatory, but it doesn't really affect you because you can't lose money again, so it's not really going to be an issue.
How about the power system?
That is required, but again, it's there's no down feature for it. Like you can't lose power, you can't fail power. So
Yep, just quell in expectations. That's all this
Candy's
is.
asking if
It's
the
an
map
alpha.
is going to be flat.
Is
so
what
the
this stream
map
is called.
Not flat. It's a
Alpha!
terrain island, right? Where you guys have like.
It's mostly flat.
It is mostly
It's
flat.
mostly. We've designed the map so that there's still something to it. It has a bit of character, but for the most part, we just want you to be able to go. I'm going to build an exhibit here and be able to do that without too much fuss.
That said, we are open to the idea of having maps that are a bit harder to build on, that have more unique terrain features.
Cool. So
will I be
not
able to
completely
make cave
flat
nest
maps.
for my Tyrannosaurs? Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just build a cave and put bedding there, and they will sleep there. Or don't put bedding there. In theory, they'll still sleep there.
Mm-hmm.
What plans for community engagement do you test featured creators, etc.?
I think you went out.
Lost you for a sec, but you're back.
What plans for community engagement do you have planned for full release once it comes out? Contests, featured creators. Honestly, it's not something we're very fussed about right this second, because we have a lot on our plate to be working on, and we'll worry about that when we're a bit closer to release. Sansafic,
Good.
will those that did pre-alpha be able to share screenshots eventually? People that have built stuff in pre-alpha, I'm pretty sure we will allow to share whatever they've made once the alpha is publicly released. But we will talk about that to the pre-alpha testers in private.
Someone said, will we be adding reproduction and aging? At some point, we would like to have babies in the game.
Baby
until we have the
dinos.
access.
Baby dinos.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Hopefully that answers most questions.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't say most, probably the
Hey,
people have like,
Wolflass,
a
let's
lot of
not be a
questions.
view
but-
count. You don't need to
Now that I've
update
gone
us
into
on the
rapid
view
fire
count.
mode, everyone's
Thanks.
just like, ask all the questions.
My
Yes.
thing is,
Victor
most of
is
these
the guy, the
these
answer
questions-
machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
Alright,
great.
and-
Like,
eventually we'd like to do it. Right now,
Yeah.
no.
For all
I
of these
think
questions, anything that we don't get to, anything we don't answer, join the
Discord.
Discord, talk to us there. Other people that know the game really well and have been following us for years will be able to talk to you and discuss the details. If there's something really specific that people can't help with, feel free to tag me and just ask the question and go, hey, I asked this on stream and I didn't get an answer. Could you elaborate on this? I'm happy to do that. I'll be keeping an eye on Discord after the stream.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the Discord again is discord.gg/pkgang. So and you guys join and start chatting with developers. I mean, we're gonna start wrapping things up, and yeah, hopefully we provided a little bit extra insight on what you guys can expect. I think most important thing to address is the alpha is available for certain tiers for alpha backers tomorrow at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. PST, right? We've
Yes.
been
Yes.
debating that a little bit. So 1 p.m. PST tomorrow. It's a California time.
Okay, there you go.
So
1
the
p.m.
sales
PST for
stop
sure.
as well. So you guys still have, if you're thinking about it, we're not encouraging you or we're not promoting it, but like if you want to get into the alpha, you can still
Shut
until
up,
we
you
close it.
dad, Johnny.
So and by the Steam release sometime this summer, you will not be have again the same opportunity. So I think this is very important to stress things out. So YouTubers, streamers, please get back, get to us if you need some review copy. So just make sure that you guys stress
Oh, good timing, right at the end of the stream there.
out to your fans that the game is still in early access or alpha, whatever, not full content, and that the people can't buy it anymore until the Steam release.
Yeah,
So
it's an early access for an early access title.
right,
Exactly.
it's
I
a
have
early access. Yeah.
one question I quickly want to address.
Yeah.
Sam Spooked asked, where can fans send stuff to the devs? If you mean digital stuff, Discord. If you mean physical stuff, DM me on Discord. I'm Mr. Forgoosey on the Discord. We'd have to sort out the details because it's complicated because we're everywhere. So it depends.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
Awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
We should let them get back to work so we can make that 1 p.m.
Right.
deadline.
enough
Yeah.
resting for you guys. Get back. Get back to your-
Yeah,
Okay.
this counts as
Back to
sleep,
work.
right? No.
So
Yeah.
we're pretty much wrapping up there.
So
And
relaxing.
of course, you guys make sure that you follow us on Twitch. I'm always changing it with Switch. On Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, wishlist game on Steam, and follow as well. Developers are gonna post the dev blogs on a monthly basis still. What's up, Victor? More presents you want? Like promote?
Yes, I want more presents. More presents. Everybody send me stuff.
Right.
No, the one final question which I've seen come up a couple of times, but I keep forgetting to ask it.
Right.
What are our plans for swimming?
We want to do it at some point.
They
We're
want
gonna
to do
go
it at
swim
some
right,
point.
right after stream.
Die the
You
moment
guys-
they touch
You
the
guys
I
take
wanna-
your bikinis and swim
Yeah.
shirts. We're gonna swim
I'm ready-
after it.
I'm ready for
No.
swimming.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking. We're gonna swim today. Anything else, Victor?
I understand tax fraud, but are we able to commit arson?
Well,
Okay,
that's too
well,
far.
can't wait.
On that
The
Yeah.
real
note,
hard-hitting questions now.
Excited to see what you all make.
Yes.
It's gonna be fun.
Awesome, guys.
Looking forward to
Well,
screenshots.
all right. Yeah, thank you very much, guys, for taking time and joining us today and addressing some questions. Karen, thank you, and Mao, Victor, and all of you guys.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So there we go. What do we think? Seems like everyone's pretty well excited, yeah, for the new Prehistoric Kingdom Alpha. Ooh, let me turn that down a little bit. There we go. But yeah, so what are we thinking? Pretty excited? Pretty exciting? All that fun stuff? Let me get my thing back there. I guess we'll just do that for now. But yeah, so the big takeaways for me, and those of you that came in late, so the big overarching thing for today's stream there was to, again, just subsidize, just kind of quell expectations, because I think a lot of people were kind of confusing the full release, the beta, the alpha, all that kind of fun stuff. Didn't really know what was coming with the game, so this is really good to kind of let everyone know, like, yeah, you're gonna have really dumb dinosaurs, you're gonna have really dumb people who know how to basically, you know, do the most basic economy stuff. Yeah, the economy is broken. It's to the point where no matter what you do, you'll always make money, which kind of sounds like, again, some games that are out there right now anyways. So yeah, that's just kind of the big thing. It was just kind of quelling down expectations, letting everyone know. The big thing is that this is a creativity alpha. They want to see people get their hands on the water tools, the terrain tools, the habitat tools, the exhibit, you know, fences, all that fun stuff. Probably the stretching of the resize, just all that fun stuff. They just want to have all their tools kind of get messed with, see what kind of bugs are going on, anything like that. So yeah, so that's just really, really exciting there. And again, the big things that to take away, let me bring my notes up here. I only have like 2 or 3 things. So yeah, the big things that got my attention were, one, the modding. So the modding is sounding like they are just fully open. They're just like, let's do it. Why would you not want to mod, basically, or work with your community to mod? So yeah, they've said they're open to it in the past, to just open up the game completely, work with modders, all that fun stuff. So yeah, I know that we have a lot of amazing modders in the Planet Zoo community there. So instead of having to kind of work around Frontier and everything, these guys are going to kind of just open the game up, be like, come on, let's go do it. Let's just, what do you want to make? Sounds good. We'll do it. So that is really, really welcome there. And the modular items that the guests can walk on and interact with. At first, I was a little bit confused by that, because I had never heard it really talked about like that. But I think it's kind of like how our keepers can do now in Planet Zoo, where they can walk on like bridges that we make and like sloped paths and stuff like that. I think that's more so what they are referring to as far as the guests can walk on modular items and stuff like that. So if you were to, in the middle of a pathway, build a slope, oh, excuse me, that goes up, I think the guests would walk up it there, I believe. So I don't know, that's still a little bit hazy to me, and I'm kind of really, I don't know if that's fully into the alpha release. I forgot what they said there, but either way, I'm really excited to check that out and see what that is all about there. So that was really cool. And then the last thing that I took away was just, I really liked the transparency. That was one of the most transparent, like, dev meetings, or whatever you want to say, with the community that I've seen in a long time, where they just literally answered just questions. They brought up like their competitors basically by name, and talked about how they want to do things different than what they do, which was just kind of like, okay, that's cool. I just love the transparency in their communication. And you know, again, they kind of not to worry about a lot of like corporate structure, I guess, but I like that. I think that's way better. And it just seems like overall they're going to be listening to the community going out the gate and building the game up to be what they want and what the community wants, kind of thing, all together. And I love their passion behind it too. You can tell that they're very passionate behind it. When they were talking about wanting to, basically they loved, you know, JPOG, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, and to hear them talk about that and just wanting to make a better version of that and make the best, you know, zoo builder with dinos in it and stuff, that gave me a lot of hope there, that, you know, they're really coming from a good spot making the game and stuff like that. So really excited for all of that. You got name dropped? Look at that. Look at that. So like how chill their CEO is. Yeah, everyone's just pretty chill. Everyone is just pretty relaxed, pretty chill, just kind of hanging out there. So yeah, those are my big takeaways from it. And again, so tomorrow, originally we were told, for content creators, we were told 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time there, but it switched over, it seems, to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So what time is that for me? That is, what, like 3? I think that's 3 p.m. my time. My Thai. So we are going to be streaming right then and there. I already have the game, like, quote unquote installed or whatever on my system. I just need to get the full install when it fully releases there tomorrow. So I don't know how big it is, but yeah, I mean, I have a good enough computer and all that. Shouldn't take too long to install. But right when that sucker installs and gets going, we will be jumping into Prehistoric Kingdom and getting some builds going there. So yeah, the fact that they're OG Zoo Tycoon 2 and JPOG players, right, is awesome. So they're full aware of the need for modding and also what the community wants. Yeah, so that's, yeah, it does. It sounds like it's just a bunch of, like, excited, like, modders that turned into, like, oh yeah, we should just make a game, basically. So it's been a lot of fun to watch this game kind of come to fruition there, the different changes it's gone through. And yeah, it's going to be really exciting to kind of get our hands on it there tomorrow. So 4 p.m. for you. Yep, and they're adding it, yes, and Estain will be getting his waterfalls, so what more do you need there? So, but yeah, so tell you what, I think that is going to go ahead and do it. Last call, what are you excited for Prehistoric Kingdom? How many of you are going to have Prehistoric Kingdom? I know certain content creators that are going to get their hands on it, but who else that's maybe not a content creator is going to be getting the game there? Or are a lot of you kind of just hanging out, kind of watching people who have it beforehand to kind of make your decision there? Oh, that's the other point I wanted to make with the alpha and beta and stuff like that. It's cool that they don't have any DLCs planned right now. I really kind of like that they don't have DLCs planned right now. I don't know if that's the best business decision, but as far as from me, like from my perspective, I like hearing that because it makes me think that they're going to tailor the game on a need be basis kind of thing, on a community need be basis. So if the community is kind of coming in and be like, hey, you know, we could really use X, Y, and Z some more, and they're like, you know, we could probably DLC that in, or, you know, maybe we could get it in for free or whatever. I just like that they're really taking a lot of community feedback as they're developing along the way. The alpha release, full release, remember, is Q3. With the early access coming in Q2, I believe they said, but they're not like exact dates because they want to just kind of touch and go with it a little bit, right? They're kind of touching and going with as far as the bugs go and community feedback. So yeah, I just really like their whole perspective there. The first time you played was 3 years ago. That is crazy. Yeah, Geekism, Best in Slot, I think the Gaming Beaver, a few of you others. They've been playing it since the like early demo reel of it, basically, and just how crazy far it's come since then is just yeah. No for Jack Plays. Tobias got 1 PM. Yep, you'll buy it for sure. You know, you're gonna buy it in the alpha version there, Jones TV. I feel like a really community friendly game. There you go. Yeah. Yep. So just watching, but I'm excited. Yeah, and I think that's where a lot of people are. I think that's where a lot of people are, and understandably so. I would probably be in that boat as well if I wasn't getting a content creator key for it and stuff like that, because the $80 or $90 or whatever it is a steep ask. I know I've done this before with Planet Coaster. Planet Coaster had the Coaster Club that was like $75 to $80, and I did that because I really was into Planet Coaster, and I really was stoked about what Frontier was doing. But this time around, I probably wouldn't do it this time and just watch. So I totally understand people on the sidelines just kind of waiting to see what's going on there. So what's up, Lion Rider? We were talking about you a little bit. We both had streams going on. So rammed a T-Rex with a Jeep. What the heck? So, so there you go. But yeah, hopefully again, y'all had a nice little look over there. Maybe had some questions answered rather, from the PK devs there. Don't forget also, if you'd like to join their Discord between now and tomorrow to get some kind of behind the scenes little look-ins. Again, Mao and all the other ones there, they shared screenshots and little behind the scenes devlogs and stuff like that are not like official, but just like quick little 30-second videos or clips or whatever. So yeah, join their Discord. It's a really fun Discord, really active. And again, their dev team's really fun to interact with and stuff like that. So, but yeah, tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up there. Can you still get in the Ranger Alpha tier? I believe today is the last day. I think today is the last day is what they were saying. So double check that on Creativo's or Prehistoric Kingdom's website. But yeah, I think today's the last day, so check it out there. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap up here. I didn't really have much more planned for the day. Just wanted to kind of catch this and see what that was all about. And now I get to go do some errands. Yay, errands. So hey, thanks so much everyone for hanging out for this live stream of the Prehistoric Kingdom Alpha live stream. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the like button. It does help out the channel, help out the stream and everything later on down the road there. And yeah, don't forget tomorrow, I'll probably go live regardless around 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. But yeah, right when the game goes live, get your butts back here. There's gonna be a bunch of content going out around that time, a bunch of live streams, but hopefully you will all make your way back here as we do some awesome builds in Prehistoric Kingdom as it finally launches after like 3 or 4 years of development hell there. So yeah, so hey, awesome. Thanks so much everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow for some Prehistoric Kingdom. Bye.